Ooh, Lord. Please thumbs up the video. We gotta talk. We got to talk. I'm gonna try to put this on. Y'all lost my other microphone. I'm not gonna talk right away. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. What am I pulling? Am I pulling this the right way? I can't stand this case. I really can't. Am I pulling? Hold on. Oh, that's why I'm pulling it the wrong way. I hope this thing is charged. I really hope it's charged. Let's see. Hear me clear? Can you hear me clear? Can you hear me clear? Y'all, putting that tent away, I had a microphone on, and I think my other microphone was wrapped up in that tent, because after I put it down and put it in the bag, I sat down and realized on my blue nightgown, my blue night wear, it was gone. It was gone. So, y'all, that day was, can I look at my phone? I was on live with y'all. I was talking to y'all all about bedding, protection, and all that stuff. And I was pulling all the stuff off my bed. Do y'all remember that live? If you're coming in late and you did remember it, remember I was pulling all the stuff off my bed. That was on the, I'm going to tell you exact date, because I said to myself, I said, okay, I'm starting to break up my laundry. Instead of doing it all on Sundays, I'm going to break it up and do some on Saturday, which will usually be my bedding, to have that done. So once I'm done doing all the washing, I can relax versus waiting for my bedding to get washed. That was, if today is the 3rd, last Saturday was the 31st. No, it's not Saturday. Why am I thinking today is Saturday? Today is Tuesday. So the 24th, can you hear me, sis? Let me know if you can hear me. The 24th is when I was taking everything off my bed, and I'm going to show y'all. I literally still have everything right in that space from the 24th. I stripped my bed. I done ran through almost all my night clothes, and my caps and all that. I stripped my bed, and my bed is literally, and if you've been on some of the lives, you'll see I snuck in. My bed is still in the same position right here. Remember I was telling y'all about the topper, the bed, and all that. My bedding, some of the stuff here, some of my, look at all this stuff that's piled up behind my hold on. Oh, y'all need to see no undies. Look at all this stuff piled up behind my door. Dirty clothes, right? Oh, so not only that, look at the bathroom. I changed. Good thing I have extra towels. That's the only reason why I have an extra set of certain stuff. Look. This is 2 weeks of clothes. And I changed my towel yesterday. I said, I don't know when the water's going to come back. So I changed my towel, changed my turby, and I changed the hand towel because I usually change them every Sunday. I called RIZZY'S best friend, father, and I asked him, I said, hey, our pipes are froze. If possible, can we wash or whatever? But I really meant for RIZZY, not for me, because I can pull through. I got a couple pairs of scrubs still, and I knew that usually the pipes start unthawing in higher temperatures of like 27 plus. So like it'll start trying to slowly do its thing about 25 and up. So last night I go in there and I did a little short, y'all. When I tell y'all I was so excited, I be doing little shorts and they don't come out till later because I got to edit them. Y'all, I went in the bathroom and I said, okay, it's in the 20s. It's in the 20s. Now, this was yesterday. Let me just show you how the setup of a house is not all connected the way you think, right? So this yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. I go in there. I said, y'all, let me see. Monday. It is a week and 2 days since I tried to wash last Saturday and my pipes was froze. Like, I'm cutting it. They said, cut this up. This is the first day I've been having my heater at 81. 76 and 80. And I already asked my daughter's best friend father about using the machine. He was so cool. I said, no, but I won't watch. Yeah, he was really cool. He was like, oh, no doubt. You guys can come watch. But I was like, yeah, just hers. So I go in there. I checked it earlier. Now I've been checking it every day and doing like little shorts. See? You see that? Nothing. This was yesterday. Still, where's the one I kept checking? What the heck? Oh. Now look. I see some particles. Oh. The hot water came on, but the cold water didn't come on. I was surprised because I didn't think it would because I've been checking every day. I said, yes, God. So, listen. Okay, so I'm excited. I guess because it's cold. So I go into, hold on. I'm still in there. I go into there. I'm like, hold on. Let's zoom in. I go in here. I'm like, okay, so maybe the washing machine is going to do what it do. Nope. I tried that multiple times. No washing machine. I put it on speed. Then I was like, oh, let me do hot water. And normal does hot. Still nothing. So I'm a little disappointed. I'm like, okay, we got water back there, but the washing machine is not coming on. So I'm still like, I've been sleeping on this couch ever since last Saturday because I took all of my protection off my bed, right? I took all of my for the hot water in the bathroom. The machine went and it just kept spinning. I did a video basically showing y'all them same sheets still sitting in there. All my bed protectors still sitting in there. And I did everything and it did not. It did. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom up. Look, they just spin and spin and spin. They did not. No water came out. This was yesterday. I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Probably if it don't, I'm going to check again late night and hopefully by tomorrow it will be. Now, I'm going to show y'all the details of this video. Details. It shows the date right there. February 2nd. And it is 11:22 p.m. You talking about something? Hey, look, it's still, nothing still filled. I cut it off. I said, later, Gators. Nothing still filled. So I went in there today. I said, okay, God, like I need to wash these clothes. I've been on this couch because I didn't want to get in my bed because without no protectors, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being anal. Yeah. Yeah. But it's been kind of cool out here in the living room. But well, sis, thank God for the couch instead of the air mattress. Absolutely. And I wanted to say too, I was talking to my blood sister and you know, we kind of had a conversation and sometimes we bump heads when we talk because we're just on two different levels when it comes to how my mind thinks, how her mind thinks or whatever. Not like this or nothing, but we just think differently, whatever. I'm not about wasting money and I don't buy unnecessary things. I try my best not to. And I remember I was saying like, hey, you know, because she was asking me what I was going to do. I said, I'm going to ride it out a little bit more because I know that the weather is supposed to go up to the 40s by the end of the week. I'm going to ride it out. Now, my sanitary napkins are soaking, which I always wash them out every time I take them off. But at the end of the week, I do a big soak, deep soak. And then I throw them in the machine. So they've been soaking. So I had to keep releasing that water and keep adding water and baking soda, whatever, to keep that down or whatever. So I'm like, you know, worst come to worst, I am able-bodied. You know what I mean? I ain't too far-fetched from taking my clothes, putting them in the tub and washing them. Weird thing is that's the back wall. So the back wall of the house is where everything tends to freeze up fast, right? And it's kind of like you have to get that thing dripping as soon as you know the weather going to get cold or I'll forget. You can't drip the washing machine. Even if I drip the faucet to let the faucet water still come out, I can't drip the water lines on the washing machine. So that led me to think that maybe in the future I can get something where I don't know if the lines are in the wall underneath or underneath the washing machine under the OSB or whatever, but I can see about maybe getting them wrapped with that heater thing. So when I know I can cut that on and keep them warm or something like that. So those are just options I'm gonna talk to Mr. George if he available and see what he thinks about that. But anywho, so I'm frustrated. I'm like, okay, well, worst come to worst, Rizzy has to have her scrubs and they're dirty and she needs them every Wednesday. And yeah, I'll just have to hand wash them, or she could take them to her friend or whatever. And she was like, well, I will go to a laundromat. I said, I'm not. These laundromats is ridiculous. You see how many clothes I got? I'm not about to pay $20, $30 to wash no clothes. Now, wash, but I do have a dryer, right? But I'm just not doing it. I would rather hand wash what is needed, let her go to her friend's house. I don't know. Some people, listen, I got things I'm trying to do, and I will sacrifice if I'm able-bodied to do things the long way to benefit me later. Some people ain't willing to do that. That's why later they're going to have, probably they'll be in a certain situation. Not trying to be funny. We have to realize that, to be honest with you, a washing machine is really a luxury. Let's be honest, because everybody doesn't have one, for one, and everybody don't like them. Some people don't like washing machines. They real old school, just like some people don't like dishwashers. Let's keep it real. We won't talk about those people, right? We don't want to think about those people. Those people that even don't have a dryer, they will hand wash their clothes with the board and wring them out through one of them things, and they will go take them clothes and put them on a line. So truthfully, it is a luxury. And you would say, oh no, it's a 2026. How is that a luxury? Because it's not a necessity. You don't have to have it, right? But I find myself like, I'm sitting here like it's been 10 days. I'm like, not only did I not have water back there, but it made me reevaluate so many things that people take for granted that they have and others may not have, or you taking for granted the things that if you had to utilize them, even though it's like, knock on wood, God forbid you would have to, you're able. My hands do work, and they'll work really good to do some hand washing and getting it done. So that was another thing. And then it allowed me to really like get into my zone. So that other book is done and over with. Y'all done started this one. Y'all can see where I'm at in this one already. Like, done and over with. When I tell you, this book is amazing. This book is amazing. I feel like I think I'm a kind of, I don't know. I'm speaking currently for what I've encountered with the book. And it's one that I can't wait to get, like, not can't wait. I'm excited to get back into. Anyways, with all that being said, my whole point is, at least she has a couch. Exactly. And let's, y'all know me. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all know I have a whole bedroom. I'm just out here because I threw all my stuff on the floor. The floor is where feet and shoes, well, house shoes and stuff go. And I'm not about to take it and put it back on my bed. So we're not doing that. Teresa, hold on. Let me see. I'm about to put the link. Let me see if I can community page right now. Anytime we in live, that's what I started to do. I'm going to start putting my links on the community page. I'm going to show a picture of what it is y'all asked about. It's going to show a picture of the live, show a picture of the actual book, and then I'll put both of them. And I got another one that I didn't open right there. I'm really trying to curate my library. I had therapy today, and I was telling her, like, just my point of the library is when that time come after I'm 100 and something years old, okay, and my kids are looking for advice or information or want to know something, or they want to start curating their mind, whatever God see fit for my lifespan to be, whatever, it doesn't matter. We all would love to live to be that old, right? But and some don't. It just depends on you. But anywho, I've seen some 90 and 100-year-olds that still thriving, living in their own house, and some driving and all that stuff. So my whole thing is let them. I'm going to, if y'all want something, make sure y'all ask me to give y'all the link, because I wanted to tell y'all that I didn't even get to the good part. Hold on. So y'all, my washing machine just beeped tonight, literally not even 45 minutes ago. I was on the phone with my friend, and I started screaming because something said try it again, and the water came out. So just so y'all know, I got water. So your girl's gonna be up washing, cleaning everything. Everything's getting clean, washed. And I believe that I want to maybe tomorrow, this week, I'm more than likely doing a live on this carpet, because now I won't be in here. The reason I didn't do it is because I'm inside the living room. All right, so I'm about to put it up right now so I won't forget. And I'm going to share something with y'all. Y'all, I've been doing some moving things around and getting, you heard it, and getting some things in order. And as soon as it happened, I said, well, I got to tell my family. I got to tell my family. Yes, like I screamed. My friend was like, oh, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like my machine, my machine is on. That water, I was like, yes, God, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm using the wrong phone. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. It ain't gonna let me do it with this. Oh, I can share. Okay, I just shared it. So I'm about to post this right now. Open. Okay, let's post this and put the book thing. So we're going to trash that. And let's get a picture of this. I don't know, I be feeling so under pressure, and it ain't no rush, but I be feeling so under pressure. Hold on. Please let this not be too big, because these pictures, sometimes they won't take the pictures because they saying it's too wide or too big. Okay. And then comments below. Book I spoke about in the live. Link to book. Book I spoke about in the live is below in the comments. Don't forget to check out. Oh, it's hot. I gotta cut this doggone heat down. Good Lord. All right, Lady Gators. Okay, so let's post that, and then I'm about to put the link underneath in the comments. These freaking, it just be random people stuff popping up. I hate that. Like, if I don't watch them, why are you giving me their ghetto-ness? Hold on. Okay, here we go. So let's put this in the link. Let's put this in the comments. Oh, Lord, I don't went to the live post. Okay, comments. Here we go. Book link. Flo, tell me, do you see it? All right, there we go. It's done. I just posted the book link. So, yeah, I actually been in here and allowing myself to, like, I'm waking up in here. Did you mute it? I'm over it. I'm over it. It can't be this. I don't know. I don't know. I'm over it. I tried with the microphone. I'm gonna try another brand. If it keep doing this, it's got something to do with YouTube, because at the end of the day, this is a brand new one. I keep getting different ones. It's the same brand. I'm thinking maybe there was defective, so I keep getting a new one. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. And it just mutes. It just mutes whenever. So, okay. So, I did some adjusting. I did a lot of changes, y'all. Now, do y'all remember every time I would flip the camera, you would see a big, everybody like, where do you get that big plant from? The black plant with the white stems, the big pot that I've had for years in all of my houses. That thing is about 12, 13 years old. Okay, so look, I switched everything up. Look, y'all. Look it. Y'all see what I switched up? Y'all see what I switched up? Why does my camera look... Hold on. Why does it look fuzzy? Is it me or... No, it's fuzzy. Something ain't right. It still look fuzzy. Whatever. So I took the mirror from this side of the room. Y'all see, y'all will still see the... Still no sound? What is happening? Oh, y'all heard me? But James, James, is it you? You think you muted it? Oh, so everybody, James, I'm gonna whoop you, bro. Okay, I'm about to put this back in. I'm about to put... It's on. Tell me, do y'all hear me? Do I sound far away? Do I sound muted or anything? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. I'm going to whoop you, James. I'm going to whoop you. We good? We good? Okay. So I moved. Let me get up and show y'all. Y'all been in here. Y'all, I live in my house, so don't be, you know. So this mirror used to be over here. Remember? Every time I would do stuff, you would see that mirror over there. So I put this over there, right? I moved the plants because I had this plant, this one right here, and this one right here. Both were on each side of the couch. I moved them canvases because I want to do something there. I want to do something there. I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be blank for now. I think I want to take and move these two the lamps and probably put them behind over here on these chairs so it'll be light on this side. But yeah, I wanted something different. So I end up moving the mirror here. And so the light from this window comes through and it shines on this. It just makes it so I love it. And the way it looks when I come in here from the dining room, I love it so much better. I felt like it was something else that was needed on this side. The greenery makes the thing pop. I like it. I like it. So for now, we're going to live with that. I've been sitting in here like, I should do this and I should do that. So I get up and do little shorts, and that's what I've been doing. You can see me in my little space where I've been laying. But yeah, so we got to figure out something here. Now I have several different end tables that are in my garage, and I don't know which one I want to use. I got a set of 3, then I got a set of 2, and I really don't like matchy. I'm thinking about maybe bringing one in. I don't know, because I really want to find something to put here that I can put the record player on, so it'll be closer over there and you could just like sit there and change the records instead of getting up. And then I want to put 2 more big plants on each side of here. And I think I want them to be like big jumbo snake plants. More plants is definitely going in there. But look, y'all, literally, let's cut this light on. Literally, the freaking hold on, let's take these my sanitary napkins I was soaking. We're gonna set them right. Set them right there. Okay, look. All of the bedding protectors. I am so excited to get in my bed tonight. Or I might just get in there tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm so excited. Yes, God. I gotta go and I'm gonna wash her stuff. Get that together, and I'll do my stuff after. But yeah. Hold on, let me flip y'all around. But yeah, I came in here, something said, go try it again, because I know it's getting warm. I'm like, come on, man. It done got warmer. This washing machine need to act right. It really needs to act right. We need to wash some clothes. I'm so grateful. I'm thankful. And you know what? It is teaching me patience. It is teaching me patience. It is teaching me grace with myself, because I'm like, what could I have done? I should have did that. You know, getting a little frustrated, like, because guess what? What I tell y'all is breaking my routine. It's breaking my routine. The routine of doing something a certain way, and I'm trying not to beat myself up by not doing stuff consistently. Hold on. By not doing stuff consistently the same, it's okay, right? It's okay. It is okay. And I gotta be okay with it being okay, versus being upset with myself, because it's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world when I can't do stuff the way I plan. And I keep thinking where it says God's plans are not our plans and all that. That's what it makes me think of. But the truth is, like, I always say things happen for a reason, but I promise you, it allowed me to be even more silent and more, what do you call it? Intentional about a lot of stuff when this happened, because guess what? I can't control it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do to control it. So I just have to roll with it. I definitely have to just roll with it. Where y'all at? Let me see if I can get y'all to be kind of like, let me see if we can. I'm trying to set y'all up in a way where y'all could see me. Could y'all still hear me? Could y'all still hear me? I'm looking for her scrubs. Oh my gosh, it's so much. It'll be just my luck that she got them scrubs somewhere else in something else. Because I don't see them like right here. Lord, I'm about to be washing all night. I am about to be washing all night. So I know when it's multiple people in a family, even one person, especially if you utilize your clothes on a daily basis, man, laundry ain't no joke. I know I seen her scrubs. There they go. Yeah, we got to get these in. These have to go into this load. We're going to do a lighter load so I can wash these just in case I'm washing until the end of the late night. See me, I'll put the task on myself as if it's a race. I don't have to have these all done tonight. I don't. But here I am saying it. And then since I said it, I'm like, I got to do it. Like, those are the things I'm trying not to do to myself. Who said I done waited 10 days, right? I done waited 10 days. It is okay. It is okay. I know she needs some towels. She got both of her sets of sheets. Okay, we're going to wash one of these sets of sheets with this first load. Oh my gosh, if y'all could see these clothes. This little girl gets dressed every day. Then she got her work clothes every day. Yeah, I'm going to be up all night. I'm actually excited to do this. Because I've been waiting. I'm actually excited to wash her clothes. She come home from work. She talking about she got a taste for Jack's Donuts. So she going to get donuts after work. And yes, my baby does have her driver's license. That's how it was for me, sis. When we had to go a week without washing. Girl. I didn't mean to say girl. Sorry, bro. You know, we used to saying that. Bruh, for real. For real. But I'm going to do some quick wash. Everything don't need to be washed for 30, 40 minutes. Well, you get what I'm saying? 60 minutes. Because I think my quick wash, look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. And then the stuff that's in my room. But you ever be so happy to do something that probably, if this was the type of clothes I got on a weekly basis, I wouldn't be happy. Right? But since I was without, I appreciate it, and I'm happily ready to wash. It's just crazy how you appreciate something. They say you don't miss something until it's gone. That is really real. Like, I'm so appreciative. I'm so happy that I have. We got y'all propped up, but hold on. I'm so happy that I have a machine. I'm so happy that I can, right? That I'm like, okay, I'm excited to be up all night. I'm excited to be up all night washing clothes. Like, yeah, that's what we're doing. Now, I think I'm going to do a regular wash on these, only because it's some denim, and this is a nice size load. Let me see. I could probably add some more to it. Brooke said, right. Right. When you becoming a real adult, it be the little things that you be so excited for that most people be looking be like, yes, thank you, God. I was screaming. My friend was like, whoa, what's up? I said, oh my gosh, I got water. Like, I was so excited. I got water. Okay, this will be enough. I'm going to do a regular for this one, and then the ones after, I'll do speed. Yes, I was like, I got water. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. That's all I kept saying. I got water. Okay. Boom. So my stuff is drying. We're going to do a normal. There we go. All right, I got all of our towels that we use for cleaning. She couldn't even clean the bathroom. Those need to be washed. I always wash the rugs off the floor, and then the last but not least, the cleaning towels that clean everything around the house. I wash those last. Then I do a tub clean. So that way, on the next time that I wash, it'll be clean. No particles from like the bottoms of the rugs or nothing like that. And then I can wash clothes. Lord, look. And I ain't even took them all out the basket. Oh, Lord. This is something I don't mind doing. I don't mind doing laundry, and it gets folded right away. I keep it in the basket and put it right in her room. I do not mind doing laundry. So that was the thing. Definitely excited about that. Oh, I gotta cut that heat down. Oh, it's on 79. And I got this little mini heater. It is doing too much, especially because I'm moving. Okay, so let me show y'all something. Y'all will still see the shorts. I'm going to stop saying that because those that know you still going to see the shorts. Yes, it makes you humble and appreciate. What y'all think about the movement? I got to realize when I'm doing these lives, I got to slow down a little bit too because it's delayed. And I know sometimes y'all probably don't say nothing because I've moved on to something else, but I do be wanting to hear y'all feedback. So I unboxed these today. And that's why I was so excited. Y'all, I just started this book today. You see my bookmark? I just started this book today. Listen. Okay. So my new babies came. RIZZY'S did too. Y'all see hers in the short because I unboxed both. Tell me these is not cute. Tell me these is not cute. And they got like this. I don't know what that print is or what. They just different and cute. Okay. All right. When I tell you these, it's like the book is just popping out at me like I can read and it's just, let me just go to something. Y'all know me, when I be reading. Like I be in my books, like reading. I be making notes. I do not be playing. Like I really do this. This is not, yeah. Okay. I'm going to just read this. She was talking about her son going to the prom, and she was saying about letting and releasing control. Church say amen. Okay. Like being that helicopter mom and all that stuff. Okay. Giving Diva book reader. Okay. Listen to this. This is what the daughter said to her, and this is what transformed her creating Let Them. And the daughter, the son was going to prom, and she was so like on edge, like, what are you going to wear? Who you're taking? What are you going to like? And the son didn't know if he wanted to go or not. He didn't know if he wanted to go or not. So she's telling stories of her life and how the different things in her life transform her thinking, because we could be so engulfed in trying to make sure everything right and make sure that everything is good, right? And it makes me think of today. My therapist says something so powerful. She said, I don't want to be dependable. And I'm like, she's like, no, I've always been the fixer. I've always been the one that everybody calls. I always be the one that when somebody needs, they call me. I don't want to be dependable. Don't depend on me. And I didn't understand what she meant. And she said, when you know that is required, remember I told you, I don't want to have much required of me. I'm in a stage where I don't want much required of me. I don't. And I don't want to require or expect much from others, right? But if it's something that I know the reciprocity should be easy for them, and for those that don't know, that's basically give and take. What you do, you give out, get it back from the person, whatever, love, affection, whatever, So because of that, I'm just like, wow, that's the same thing I said, but she went deeper. I don't want my life to require a lot of me. I was watching some YouTubers, and it bothers me because those that really know my story and understand me, I'm single doing this, right? These YouTubers left California, moved to Ohio. And people were like, why did y'all do that? Why did y'all do that? And he said, I have been in law enforcement all these years, and my wife has been a stay-at-home mom, but I was never really home. You know what I mean? I love what we do and what we curated as far as being on YouTube. He was like, I said to myself, I said, self, I literally, well, he didn't say that. He said, I said to myself, he said he was thinking to himself. He said, I want to create a lifestyle and an overhead that doesn't put me in a situation where I have to have a 9 to 5. I said, I just was saying this. Like, I just was saying this. He said, I don't want to have a 9 to 5. So what do I have to think? What type of house can I have? What area can I live in? So he said, so we started looking at areas where the cost of living is not high. The gas is not high. The taxes are not high. All of these things. He said, the average person, they're not looking at those things. They're looking at what's popping, what's going on. And I told y'all this several times. And I'm like, she has a whole husband, that's saying the things that I say consistently, and how if you sacrifice something, they were willing to walk away from what they had and what they built and what they shared to create their platform to allow the husband to be able to come home. He was like, the worst thing is having to ask for permission to spend time with my wife and kids, or when it's a birthday, or if we want to go on vacation, to ask for permission. I just sat there and I cried. I said, and people don't understand what I'm trying to say. Nobody wants to listen until listening is all you look for to hear something from somebody, right? Nobody ever asks, what do you do, how you do it, or what is the key, and what nobody asks or nobody listens, right? But when that frame in time come and the economy continues to get worse and rent continues to get high and jobs continue to stay the same, right? Then that's when people want to listen to those that are trying to give you wisdom and tell you, forget what people think. Forget what people feel you should have. Forget, I don't care if it's your mama, your uncle, your brother, your granny, your godmommy, whatever. Do what is best for you. I see a lot of people living in homes and in spaces that they don't need to be in. Meaning, like, if it's only you, or it's only you and your spouse, or if it's on, you get what I'm saying? You don't need a whole bunch of space. Even here, this is over 1,400 square feet, right? And I promise you, I be looking in here like, I got that whole dining room. I love it. I love the setup. I love how it looks, but I don't be in a space like that. The main spaces I be in is in this living room, my kitchen, my bedroom. I sleep in there daily. In my office, I'm in there. You get what I mean? And I'm not even in my office as much because I meditate in the morning. I'm kind of like, I'm done. I don't like continuously keep going in there to meditate. So I'm creating a meditation space. And so I'm like, what can I do that can bring me in some more income with this space that I have? But then I don't like people like that. Like, I don't like people, and I don't want to know that you're unclean either. You know what I'm saying? So just thinking of, what if I had somebody come in here and chop off the one side, and then me and Rizzy just have this space, and I can, between the kitchen, my mind be going, because I'm thinking of later, because I don't want to stay in this country forever. Especially, I really don't want to be after 50 still here, really. So I'm like, what if I get somebody to build a wall, do a little mini kitchenette, give another bathroom, then they got the one bedroom, they got the kitchenette, then they could actually have a bathroom in the office, and I can break my house in half, and then I still got the land, and I can rent that out for like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? I could do it where it's everything included, and then we break this off and give us a real big, a nice tiny home, because this living room is huge, that dining room is huge, the kitchen is nice size, that laundry room is over there. Like, it is such, the sky's the limit. You feel what I'm saying? The laundry room can be placed over in another area. I can make the kitchen a little. I'm just thinking of all these things. These are thoughts. That means I'm optimistic, and my mind is open to whatever blessing God has, or whatever vision God gives me. Nobody may not understand it, but for me, it makes sense, right? So let's just say I do find what I want in another country, on an island, right? I have this space, and I'm like, how many studios can I break this house up into? And then I got land. How many tiny houses can I get out there? Right? Nobody's thinking about that. You're thinking about you, big house, da, 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 da. But listen, I want, and I'm in my state of the cocoon, in my state of, what do you call it? That's it. I ain't going to go there, because God is telling me, shh. Anywho, so I'm in my state of whatever. And so at this point, my mind is just racing. It's just going. It's just going. And I'm like, okay, so I'm here. So I do want to be comfortable while I'm here. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it with so many ideas, right? With so many ideas and so many things that can bring in income. I want to have a life to be even more of a benefit to me where I don't have to do nothing I don't want to do. Period. There's so many people living like that. Y'all do not understand how many, I'm talking about young people that ain't even close to retirement, ain't halfway close to retirement, ain't a quarter way close to retirement, that are getting up every day and doing only what they want to do. If that be getting on their little boat and going across the water to go get fresh seafood, coming back, reading books, watching movies, cuddled up with their significant other or their children or whatever, going out in their garden, getting in their hammock, reading books. I see myself on a hammock, wearing nothing but linen clothes, because that linen is the best. It's a healing fabric for your body. Just going out, grounding myself, walking barefooted, going into my grass, my land, and just getting on a hammock. Going down to the local fish market or the markets and getting fresh food and fresh things, growing things. But I'm talking about like the fresh meats and the meats with no GMOs and all that. I see that, right? If I can see it, I can achieve it. And so my mindset right now is more so of, I've been getting the most random. I don't even know what the 943 area code is. We not doing that. So my mindset is like, that was you, bro. I am so in the mindset of, thank you, God, for being able-bodied. I want to get dirty. I want to get in the dirt and raise my own food, grow my own food, and be in good, clean air. We ain't got to worry about the chemtrails and all this crazy stuff. I want to be in that. That's me. Like, I'm so attracted to that, to peace and silence and having a village and a community of people who think the same, want the same, and reciprocate the energy that they put out. You know what I'm saying? They get, it's a reciprocity thing. They put out what they give, it's type of thing. You know what I mean? So see, tiny homes are on the rise because so many want to be comfortable without spending. And girl, they've been on the rise since, time. If you've been rocking with me, I've been talking about tiny homes in 2010. 2011. This is before I decided. This is when I was in fitness. I was talking about tiny homes. I kept saying, Mara was laughing at me. So I was like, wait, you talking about tiny home? Where we gonna put all your stuff? He used to always say that because I had a whole room full of shoes. If you've been rocking, had a whole shoe room with nothing but blazers, scarves, shoes, belts, and stuff like that. I had a whole, that's when I was styling people and people was coming to get styled from me and all that in South Carolina. He was like, your shoe room and your office and your styling space gonna take up most of the so I've been on that years ago and people thought I was just weird. Tiny house, like, you got kids, you got a husband, but I'm seeing families, like whole families with 3, 4, 5 kids living in tiny homes. My mind was like 25 steps of what people are currently doing now. Back then, I talked about it several times on live. I've been talked about on a radio show about 4 or 5 years ago. Like, they've been on the rise. They've been on the rise. I remember watching this video. Let me see if I can find it. From corporate to the deli. I think it was something. This was one of the ones from corporate. Oh, let me see. Let me see if this is it. Hold on. I remember this documentary came on to deli, or was it a bakery? It probably ain't gonna come up. That was so many years ago. So this guy, he was corporate. This man made over, I want to say, I think he said he made over $380,000 a year, corporate, big man, doing his thing. It was too stressful. It was too overwhelming. He did not like it. And he left his job, took his pension, took his money, took whatever he can, invested, but he went and purchased a condo in a area that was real, like, slow living type place. And he got rid of his fancy car. He had a real fancy car, over a couple 6 figures, like $200,000, $300,000 car. He got rid of his car and he got him a bike. He got him a bike because he ended up getting a job at a local market close to his house. And because his house was paid off, the local market paid for all and everything that he needed. Plus the money he invested was money he put, like, you know how if you have to take so much time to put away for retirement, it takes years for that money to build off so you can live off. Well, because of the salary he had, he knew what his plan was, and he took and saved as much as he can to get that salary. Because every $100,000 that you put away into a high yield savings, it's going to give you back about $1,000 a month, right? So that's $3,000. But if you don't have any mortgage, you don't have a car payment, you don't have car insurance. Do you see what I'm saying? He said his stress level, blood pressure, everything just went lower. Life is so free. He get up, go to the bagel shop, go get coffee, or he goes into the park, or he goes and just rides his bike, and he does these things, and he let go of the freaking corporate job. This job he went to school for, got a PhD doing something with computers or whatever. He let go. He's like, that's not what it was. He stayed because he had put the energy, the time, and investing in it, but he realized that wasn't where his happiness was. That wasn't the life he desired, right? That wasn't the life he desired. It does not matter how old you are. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for changing your mind, because a lot of times we make decisions according to the people around us. And if a person is not on your level of thinking or understand the things that you're trying to show them, like I told y'all in that other live, if a person can't see the vision, why are you trying to explain it to them? Like, they're not going to understand it. So you can't like keep casting your pearls among people who do not understand. They won't ever understand. They'll act like they do, but they'll never understand. And the crazy part about it, they be low-key envious and prideful about the fact that they don't want to take accountability for, like, yo, I really like what you're doing, and I see what you got going on. Like, I'm over here struggling, and I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, listen, sell it, get rid of it, downsize it, do whatever. If you know it takes you 30 years to pay off something, right? A lot of people don't finance, and refinance cars, refinance houses, pull money from the equity of their house, all of those things, right? And if you really face reality and look at it, and you look at your age, will you ever pay that house off? Will you ever pay the house off? If you won't, right? But let's just say you got enough equity in it to take you to another space that's just as comfortable. A lot of people care about what people think. Oh, they had to get rid of their house, or they sold their house, or they did this, or they did that. They done downsized. That's the mentality of somebody who doesn't understand. The 1%, 2%, 3%ers, that number done changed a million times. They're 1%ers, 2%ers, 3%ers. If you really read the lives of Warren Buffett and his best friend, I never could remember that man's name, Robert Kiyosaki. I done read so many books from these people. These people ain't get to where they were because they cared about other people. They didn't get to where they were because they didn't make mistakes. They didn't get to where they was because they didn't sacrifice. Those are all the things that got them to where they were. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I'm seeing so many awesome people, like that book I showed you of the guy. I want to say he's in his 50s or either early 60s, but he gives out some of the most amazing information about living below your means. Or he say within, I always say below. I say live below. But yeah, he gives some of the most amazing information. And y'all, like, we have to understand that nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. You might have people now and then that are able to do for you, but nobody's coming to save you if you're not living how you want to live. And I'm not talking about nothing luxurious. I've never been that girl. Okay. I'm not bragging. What's the word? I'm not bragging. What's the word? I'm not trying to push you or bully you to get you to do something that you shouldn't be doing, or influence you to do something you shouldn't be doing. I want the best for my people. I want y'all to understand that you are the person who outlines what this life is going to be. You don't want to continue life stuck because you care too much about what people think. When you continue to live like that, you are going to be miserable. That'll be that situation where they say it's a lot of potential in the grave. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like that. I'm becoming more and more comfortable with, hey, this is me. This is me right here. This is her. This is me. Every now and then, y'all know if I have to be, do me, I will. But that's not something I choose to do. I am comfortable in my element and with my books and in my space of, y'all see how quiet it is in here? Y'all see how quiet it is? It is so quiet. And in the summer, when I go on that deck and get on that hammock, it is so quiet. What a dryer going. But it is so quiet. I'm able to really sit with my thoughts. People don't like quietness because you hear yourself thinking, you hear yourself contemplating and wondering and reasoning and going back and forth. And I don't like this. I'm struggling. This don't feel good. Most people don't like quiet. And then when I say quiet, I mean like my house is always usually quiet, always, right? Always. A lot of times people like to get out of it because it allows them not to be able to be in their head. I worked in the office with PJs today and loved it. I like being in my head because in my head is where my subconscious is talking to me. In my head is where I realize that I have so many years of letting the outside noise from others and people in my atmosphere cloud me hearing those voices that when God say, no, like when I'm talking to you, I can hear. My clarity it's becoming more and more clear, and I know it gets better. I hear when I'm not supposed to talk, when I'm not supposed to do, when I'm not supposed to say, and I'm not supposed to, enable or not for so many reasons, right? The more that you get closer to understanding that silence is a protection of yours, it's a protection because when you hear, you can make moves accordingly, right? My thing is this. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. And no matter how many things that you do that are not for self, and for others, that feeling when your body is 2 steps ahead of you and you just can't stop yourself from saying something or doing something. And this, she was talking about like with kids. Time was passing. I wished it would slow down. That's the cruel fact about time. It's going to keep passing, whether you slow down or not. The time that you have with the people that you love is like melting ice. 1 minute it's there, the next is gone. And here's the sad truth. You and I can't stop the ice cube from melting. The only thing we can do is make the most of the time that we have with the people that we love while we have it. In moments like this, when I really stop and pause, I always feel a little sad. Y'all, this is what I mean by my eyesight. This book is like way down here and I'm reading it. Like, and even if it's up here, it just gets even more clear. Where my glasses go? It gets even more clear, but my book is literally on my knee. Literally on my knee. Look, y'all, it's literally on my knee. Literally on my knee. And that's where I'm reading from. Like, my eyesight is weird. It's easy to get yourself so stressed out about life that you forget the entire point is to live. I get so worked up about things that don't matter that I ruin the brief moment I have with those I love. Like, this book is so resonating with the things I've been talking about. Like, I sat here and I told my therapist, I said, I'm done with the other book, right? These are not books she didn't recommend. She told me about the Let Them theory. Remember I told you I found out Let Them theory had an actual book to go with it. These are not books that she recommended or anything. Actually, she be asking me to give her the links to these because she wants to pass these on to others or whatever. And I sat there and I said, the next book was Courage to Be Happy, right? And I said, I just feel like Courage to Be Happy is not the next book because I did Courage to Be Dislike. I feel like this is it because when I learn to let them, right, then I can release the control of thinking that I can have some bearings on how people react, respond, feel about me, care about me, whatever, and I don't care, right? So I need to release this first in order for me to have the courage to be happy. But then she talks about in here, but I bought it. Remember the little book? I got Let Me. I don't know if she wrote this. I got that. I added that to my library too. But it's called Let Me. I'm gonna unbox that next book probably tonight and do an unboxing. I usually put my unboxings on the CPR Vibe. If y'all not rocking with the CPR Vibe, I'm about to get down and into it over there. We about to be having some real talk, some real stuff, from dating to marriage to just family versus relatives. We about to get into, I got so many videos that I haven't released over the years that I just cared about what people thought and didn't release them. We're about to start releasing them, and we're going to start getting into some of these books over there, and I'm going to be doing what I'm doing similar to this, but I'll show y'all that on the next live, because I would have already opened it and unboxed it for the CPR Vibe channel. If you're not subscribed to the CPR Vibe channel, it should be in below. The link to that channel should be below. I want to be able to see what I'm reading at all at that distance. Exactly, bro. Like, my eyes are weird. Like, I'm so serious. Okay, so so here's the thing. She was talking about, her first story was her talking about, stop wasting your life on things you can't control. Don't I say this at the end of every video on the other channel? When I tell you, God confirms that you are on the right path with your speaking, your words and action lining up. This just happened to be a theory that my therapist told me about several months ago. I'm talking about like 6-7 months ago. And as I was looking for the courage to be disliked, this popped up, because Ruth told me about the courage to be disliked. And as I go get that book, this popped up. And then Let Me popped up. And then Courage to Be Happy. I said, I want all of them. I will invest in books. I sure will, because you can always educate yourself. You can always do things to better yourself. I want it to be to the point where my children or grandchildren or friends can, like, hey, can I borrow that book? And I got a library of knowledge. You know what I mean? Stop wasting your time on life things you can't control. And so I have some stuff underlined. When you stop trying to control things when you stop trying to control things, this is my thing too. I read so fast. That aren't yours to control. You stop wasting your energy. You reclaim your time, your peace of mind, and your focus. You realize that your happiness is tied to your actions, not someone else's behavior, opinions, or mood. Ooh, I got very important next to that, right? And then it says, it sounds simple, and it is, but I'm telling you, this shift will change everything. And even though it's called Let Them, this book is about you, your time and your energy, because these are the most precious resources you have. The Let Them theory will teach you that the more you let other people live their life, live their lives, the better your life gets. And the more you let people be who they are, or feel what they feel, or think what they think, the better your relationship will be. Learning how to let adults be adults has changed my life. Like, so I'm going to just give y'all a scenario. Her son going to prom. She wanted him to have everything. I get those affirmations too. You do. Yes. See you later. Her son was going to prom, and he didn't even know if he wanted to go. So last minute, 48 hours before the prom, he decides he wants to go. He got a date. They had to go find the tux. They had to go find these tennis shoes. He wanted all these things. And the day of the prom, she surprised him and was like, I got a corsage for you to put on your date's arm. And he was like, no, mom, she doesn't want one. So we don't need it. And so she was like, well, I had it made, blah, blah, blah. It was custom. I had to drive over to get it. I already spent the money on it, da, da, da. And he was like, mom, please. Like, she doesn't want it. She said she doesn't want it. She already has something or something. No, he didn't say she already has something. He was like, mom, no. And I can feel both sides. I feel her energy. But when you outside looking in, I'm like, wow. You could say like, oh, he's ungrateful. That's rude. Why wouldn't she want a corsage? That's the thing that you do when you go to prom, right? So his older sister, she's in college. She was there to see her little brother off to the prom. And she was like, I can't believe it. I paid money for it. I'm just gonna put it in my purse just in case she changes her mind. And he was like, oh man, dude, it's time to go. It's time to go. So they get ready to leave or whatever to go. And the sister looking at the mom like, let it go. Like, he doesn't want it. He says she doesn't want it. Like, let it go. So she still put it in her purse, right? So they get to the place where they have to take the pictures and everything. All the kids, she was like, it's like 20 something kids. They taking pictures with their dates and everything like that. Or 10 kids, 10 couples, 20 kids total. And I guess the way they do it is they would go eat dinner before the prom, or was it after the prom? I don't know. Those details didn't matter. The point was, the kids was out there taking pictures, and then and when they were taking pictures, she told the girl, she said, hey, I have this corsage, and it's very gorgeous. I made it custom for you and your outfit and blah blah blah. And she was like, I was just wondering if you wanted to wear it. And he looking at her like, she wouldn't let it go. Like, she wouldn't let it go. She felt like she spent her money, and yeah, I'm going to tell her, like, it's not going to hurt. Let me tell her. So she tells the girl that, and the little young girl, she don't care. She's like, okay, no problem. But when she released her arm to show her, she already had one. And she said it was one she custom made herself for the prom. So she already had one, which is why the little boy said, Mom, she's fine. She doesn't need it. But the mother didn't want to let it go. She wanted to micromanage and make sure everything was okay. So the little girl wore both of them. And so shortly after she put the corsage on him or whatever, and then she puts the boutonniere on her son or whatever, the rain started. And she's literally like, oh my gosh, it's raining. Oh my gosh, your sneakers are going to get wet. Your hair is going to get messed up. And like, she's just, and I'm feeling all the energy. I'm about to bring it full circle for those who understand where I'm coming from as parents. Even if you're not, you can have loved ones or kids or that you take care of, guardian of, whatever. This mom, Mel Robinson, is talking about how she's saying to her son, like, oh my gosh, it's raining. And she looking around, and these kids ain't phased. They not running. They ain't trying to get to their cars. They not doing nothing. They're just standing in the rain, still chilling, taking their pictures and doing whatever. And she's just looking like, okay. So it began to rain. She was like, okay, where are you guys going to eat? And nobody could find, before the rain, they was trying to find out where they was eating. And the kids was like, we don't know. We didn't find any place. She was like, y'all didn't find any place on the day of prom? So she get on her phone immediately, trying to figure it out, trying to find, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, we're just going to go to some taco joint. And she names the place, like, this place is so small. I don't even think all 20 of them can even fit in there. And they're doing this last minute. Like, why would they go in nice tuxedos and dresses to a taco place? This is her stressing, worrying, being controlling, wanting to control the situation, wanting to make sure everything is good, wanting to make sure his prom is, and he was like, Mom, we're fine. That's where we want to go. We want tacos. And she's like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, she tried on the phone. She couldn't find anything. That's when he was like, it's fine. We're going to go to the taco place. And so she's thinking to herself, okay. And then it started raining. So as it started raining, the parents are just looking around. The kids still walking around. They ain't thinking nothing about the rain. They just chilling. They all get ready to go to their cars. And she's like, oh my gosh, these girls' dresses are going to get messed up. It's getting muddy and all that. And she says she remembers seeing her son run across the street with his date, and they ran straight through a puddle, and the mud got all on her dress. But they're laughing and having fun and going to enjoy themselves. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow. Did you get the point of what just happened? She was so worried, so stressed, trying to control this prom, trying to have it the way she feels it should be. He's not concerned. He don't care. He don't mind. And she says she remember looking at them running across the street as they held hands. They were looking at each other, laughing and smiling. And at that moment, she remembered what the daughter said. And this is what the daughter said to her at the day of the prom when she just couldn't let it go. And the mom was like, but this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is what the daughter said. Mom, if Oakley and his friends want to go to a taco bar for prom, let them. But it's too small for all of them to fit in. They're going to get soaked, I said. Mom, let them get soaked. But his new sneakers are going to get, I'm getting goosebumps, are going to get ruined. Let them get ruined. Kendall, They're brand new. Mom, you're being annoying. Let them show up to prom in wet tuxedos and dresses. Let them go eat what they want. It's their prom, not yours. Just drop it. Let them. The effect was immediate. Something inside of me softened. I could feel the tension disappearing. My mind stopped racing and the stress of trying to control. Oh my gosh. You don't even understand. Control what was happening evaporated. Man, like we waste so much time trying to get stuff right, trying to have stuff perfect. I was that mom, like, I don't want my kids to look a certain way. I don't want them to not know I'm not here. I don't want them to know I ain't got their back. I don't want them to know that we defeated. I don't want them. And I'm like, I was telling my therapist that I said, they have to learn. And I've already been in that mode of they have to learn. I've already been in that mode. If you stop allowing them to encounter the inconveniences, the consequences, and the things that happen from the actions that they take in their immaturity, they're not going to learn. I don't want to be the parent that when I'm not here, I've heard so many young men that I've mentored and so many young women that I've mentored that don't have parents today, for whatever reason they may not be here, say, I wish my mama would have taught me this. I wish my daddy would have taught me this. No one never taught me this. No one ever allowed me to do this. And that goes back to what I said about the difference between praise and encouragement. My therapist said when her daughter is doing something, she doesn't say, oh, you did a great job. And I was like, yes, because we talked about encouragement versus praise some weeks, over a couple months ago. She says, she tells her, wow, you're working hard, aren't you? So now the little girl will say to her, Mommy, I'm working hard. And I said, it's crazy because you know what I say to Rizzy? If I feel like you can tell your kids, and even if you have grandchildren, you grandchildren, children, all that, those that do, because I know a lot of y'all are close to them, you can tell when they're getting tension. You can tell when their energy shift. You can tell their facial, structure changes when something is going on with them, right? And so I never say, oh, you are super smart. And I talk to y'all about why you don't say that. Oh, you're so smart. You're so this, you're so that. No, don't. You're setting your kid up for failure. I'll say to her, oh, wow. You did that and you literally put so much effort in and didn't give up until you figured it out. And I watched you work hard doing it. Rizzy, what did she do for me recently? She did something recently and I text her and I said, I appreciate you doing that for me because it lightened the load for me and it's less that I have to do. Now I can relax and I don't have to worry about that. Do you see how that allows their brain to move versus, oh, I did my best. Oh, I did great. That's vague because now they're going to always walk around thinking that they're the smartest. Oh, you're so smart. You're super smart. What does that mean? What does that mean? Super smart could mean so many different things. A super smart person could still be a serial killer. Super smart person could do you see what I'm saying? Give more depth to that child so that way when things come up like you're presented with their homework or whatever the case may be, you have something that you've given your child to think. And it stimulates their brain versus thinking, I'm so smart. Because when that test comes, because they will come, it gets harder for them. Some kids are they super what is it, good at taking tests and all that different stuff like that. But then you have kids that they're not good at test taking. I know a lot of adults, myself, it's like I can ace certain stuff, but when it's time to take a test, y'all, you would think that they telling me to walk down death row or something crazy because that's the feeling I get. I get so overwhelmed, like, oh God, oh God, oh. Even though I know the content, it's a heavy thing, right? So does that kid now start feeling like they're not smart because now you have tapped into something, not even knowing your child, not giving them enough of a lifetime and experience to see them move and maneuver in certain things and be like, oh yeah, they're not good at that. They don't do well with that, or they're not, too comfortable with this or that. You have to see those things and know those things. And once you see those things, now that encouragement is going to be a little different. Hey, Lisa. the encouragement is going to be different. So learn to encourage your grandchildren, your children, just people around you. When people know you care and they matter. So it's a difference from me saying, hey, James, oh, you did a great job. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. And it's over, right? When I say, hey, James, oh my Lord, like that was so good. The fact that you literally took the time to be detailed. And I noticed that you used the different colors and you tried to implement them in certain areas and you didn't even use it at the same space. It's like you put them all over and you really utilized the colors. That had to be something that you put a lot of thought in. Do you see what I'm saying? You could still say good. You could still say that, but put more to it. So that way, anytime James get into this situation, you know what I'm saying? He's going to think deeper about it. It's not going to just be like, oh, I'm good at this. And then you're like, well, this is a little bit different from the last situation. This is a lot. I don't know what to do here. So now do you start feeling defeated? No. You give that nudge of encourage. What does that mean? Push. You got this. Keep moving. Don't give up, right? That's what you're doing when you're encouraging. And so that's what you want to do. Even with my friends and like family, like, hey, if you want me to tell you something that's going to make you feel good, don't call my phone. If you want me to say something that's going to make you feel good, don't call my phone. Okay? Because as adults, we need to take accountability. A lot of us don't want to take accountability. And a lot of times you won't call that person that you know is going to give you the real. Now, when you really want to know the real, you call that person. But when you don't, and you want to willy-nilly through life and hear what you want to hear, you call the right person for that as well. But yeah, we just got to be more encouraging and just in life in general with friends and people that you love. And her point of that was, all of this up and down stress I'm feeling about the money I lost from the corsage, the fact that I got it custom made and tried to find the best corsage maker and got this for her, all of that, sis said, don't call my phone. Don't call my phone. Don't call my phone. You're going to be highly disappointed. So yeah, and that's what my kids too. Like, I'm not here to pacify nobody. The fact is the fact, and the fact will always be able to change feelings, but your feelings cannot change the fact. And I'm not gonna move on that. You know why I'm not gonna move on that? Because truth stays the same, right? You'll come around. If you don't get it and you don't understand it, I'm not pacifying, coddling nobody. If you're not living up to your potential and not doing what you should be doing and what I see you are capable of as a mom, that we ain't about to coddle you. You a whole grown up. We ain't doing that. So yeah. Why? Because if I coddle you and you don't learn it, then my grandkids going to be all messed up. So whether you talk to me, don't talk to me, how you feel about me, it's okay. You know why? Because at the end of the day, when you sit down with your thoughts and think about what I said to you, I know my integrity inside will only be filled with the fact that I gave you what you didn't want to hear, even though I didn't want to say it, but you needed it. And later on, it'll feel good. Right now, it don't, because you don't want to accept it and hold accountability for it, period. That's friends, family, whatever, mama, daddy, uncle, sister, brother, it doesn't matter. Some people just don't want to be accountable for the things that come out their mouth, you know, and I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm in this season. I'm going to say it once. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And I'm not prideful to tell you if you hurt my feelings. I'm not prideful to tell you if something bothered me that you did. I'm going to let you know one time. Once you show me who you are by responding in whatever way, after I tell you one time, trust me, you ain't got to worry about me. I promise you that. I promise you that. So that's that. But anyways, y'all, this book. Wait, I used to be killing that tambourine. I can't even do it right. Hold on. We used to do them with books and everything. Y'all know y'all used to play church. Y'all know y'all used to play church. That's right. The truth hurts, but we shall prevail. Yes, a coworker of mine once said the truth will help them more than it will hurt them. Wait, let's see if I can get a beat. Wait. It ain't giving me. I need the shake and I need all that. This book is, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You should be doing a little bit more than that. I need some. See, See, and it's that hit shake. See, I can't, the book ain't giving, it's not, whatever, y'all. Anyway, so that's that. Your girl's washing. I'm loving it. I got boxes over there, y'all. The brackets came for the pantry, but I don't know if I want to do that. Look. Hold up. The brackets came for the pantry. They are heavy. This is the book I told y'all. It just came today. My under things for the car that I told you ripped off and was dragging, y'all. That came from eBay. So that is there. The brackets is here. And I ordered me, these are the brackets, them things is heavy. And I ordered me some I noticed that when I make my almond milk, the bag that I put over the funnel is so small. I need something bigger to wrap around the funnel, and I have to keep moving it because it slides down. So I found some nut bags, which I also wanted to share with y'all. If you don't have a juicer, I bought these nut bags because this helps you juice without having a juicer. So I'm so excited about that. Okay, we at 5%. Let's see. Okay, the bedding is at. I'm gonna throw that back in there for the last little 5 minutes. Wait, is the okay? Wait, I think those is dry, but this what you call it ain't completely dry. I feel like it's a little bit damp, so we're gonna get that pillowcase out. Why is this not flipping around? I know it's a pillowcase in there because this thing is heavy. It should not be that. Yep, here it is. So all 4 pillowcases are out. We're going to throw that back in there. Let that dry. And then get the other load. Yeah, I'm so excited. She's going to be so excited. Her physical license came in the mail. That took weeks to come. And her glasses, I know she's going to be excited about that. I'm going to dump my stuff because I'm not washing my stuff till last minute. I need to get all her stuff nice and washed. The sheets, she already got one set. But yeah, so what do y'all think about what what y'all say? Period, gender, coworker. Yes, I just, I can't. You know why, James? Because at the end of the day, I'm accountable for the words that come out my mouth. And if God tell me to say something and I don't, that could be the worst. Like knowing that our lives are set up because we're here for somebody else. You know what I mean? It's like very, very important that we be very mindful of the things we say, the things that we do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I say it all the time. That integrity is the key to your blessings. I'm telling you. I'm like, I don't care. They can put 5 flies on the wall and tap this house. You're going to see the same me every day, all the time. The way I talk on the phone with people, the way I talk, you know what I'm saying, with anybody that I allow in my space. And space don't just mean in my house, because I don't be liking nobody to come to my house. But I'm talking about in my space in general, like to talk to me on the phone, to have access to me, all of those things. Like, I love you enough to tell you the truth. That's just where I'm at. And some people just, oh, it would stop. I'm just going to put it on, y'all. Because you know how when it's a censored dryer, I ain't take the sensor off. When it's censored, it'll stop it, even when it's a little damp. So I'm gonna just throw her clothes in here real quick. Let me put y'all where y'all can see me. Yeah, I love you enough to tell you the truth, because at the end of the day, what if I was the only person that you wanted to hear from or was willing to listen to, but I was afraid of hurting your feelings, right? By telling you the truth. I was afraid of hurting your feelings by telling you the truth. And yeah, no. I'd rather hurt your feelings because I feel like when God gives you clarity, you can look back. I'm like, dang, man, she was real. Like, she really loved me. She wasn't just talking to me, you know, on some old, what they call heebie-jeebie, or what do you call it? Just when somebody just running their mouth, just talking, just nonsense. That's not me. Oh, I'm not just talking. I'm telling you what I know. So we're going to do a speed low. You know what? Hold on. I think I could add a couple more because since that dryer got to go for so long, I'm going to add a couple more to that. That way I only have like one more load of hers. Yeah, because this could be a load. Yeah. So, yeah, if I was the only person that you wanted to listen to, or the only person that you were willing to talk to, then how does that look if I waste the opportunity and just say anything? How would that be? How would that be? Not cool. Not cool at all. We're going to do a regular load with this. Yep. Not cool. I'm about to see what y'all see. Let me put this in here. And we're going to see what y'all seeing real quick. All right. Did I put the... You put the vinegar in. And we are in there like swimwear. I got to put some more vinegar in there. Oh, I hate seeing hair. Oh. This child and her hair. Okay. Teron. Y'all have a... See you later, bro. I'm getting ready to run too. I'm getting ready to... Man, you hear me run. Well, I ain't running nowhere. I'm getting ready to get off too. I got to get all that stuff out my room and start putting them protectors back in the bed. I enjoyed you. Thank you so much for joining me. And next time, check your phone. Got me taking the microphone. I'm about to count it all. Just count it out. I love you guys, and I appreciate you. Later, Teresa. Later, James. I think y'all the only two in here. I don't see nobody else saying nothing, so I'm gonna wait till you. Yeah, picking that stuff up, trying to put this up there, just doing the most. All right, y'all. Oh, I need that fan. It is nice and hot. Yeah, we gotta. Okay, it's going down. It's at 76, so the temperature's going down. All right, y'all. Later, gators. Done.